Narrated by Abu Humayd as-Saidi. We took part in the holy battle of Tabuk in the company of the Prophet peace be upon him, and when we arrived at the Wadi al-Qura, there was a woman in her garden. The Prophet peace be upon him asked his companions to estimate the amount of the fruits in the garden, and Allah's Messenger peace be upon him estimated it at 10 asuk, 1 wazak equals 60 sas, and 1 sa equals 3 kilograms approximately. The Prophet peace be upon him said to that lady, "Check what your garden will yield." When we reached Tabuk, the Prophet peace be upon him said, "There will be a strong wind tonight, and so no one should stand, and whoever has a camel, should fasten it." So we fastened our camels. A strong wind blew at night, and a man stood up, and he was blown away to a mountain called Tai. The king of Allah sent a white mule and a sheet for wearing to the Prophet peace be upon him as a present, and wrote to the Prophet peace be upon him that his people would stay in their place and will pay jizya taxation. When the Prophet peace be upon him reached Wadi al-Qura, he asked that woman how much her garden had yielded. She said, 10 asuk, and that was what Allah's Messenger peace be upon him had estimated. Then the Prophet peace be upon him said, "I want to reach Medina quickly, and whoever among you wants to accompany me should hurry up." The sub-narrator Ibn Bakr said something which meant, when the Prophet peace be upon him saw Medina, he said, "This is Taba." And when he saw the mountain of Uhud, he said, "This mountain loves us and we love it. Shall I tell you of the best amongst the Ansar?" They replied in the affirmative. He said, "The family of Bani an-Najjar, and then the family of Bani Sayda or Bani al-Harith bin al-Hazraj. The above mentioned are the best, but there is goodness in all the families of Ansar." Narrated by Salim bin Abdullah from his father. The Prophet peace be upon him said, "On a land irrigated by rainwater or by natural water channels, or if the land is wet due to a nearby water channel, ushru, 1/10, is compulsory as zakat, and on the land irrigated by the well, half of an ushru, 1/20, is compulsory as zakat on the yield of the land." Narrated by Abu Sa'id al-Khudri. The Prophet peace be upon him said, "There is no zakat on less than 5 asuk of dates, or on less than 5 camels, or on less than 5 awake of silver." Narrated by Abu Huraira. Dates used to be brought to Allah's Messenger peace be upon him immediately after being plucked. Different persons would bring their dates till a big heap collected in front of the Prophet. Once Al-Hasan and Al-Husayn were playing with these dates. One of them took a date and put it in his mouth. Allah's Messenger peace be upon him looked at him and took it out from his mouth and said, "Don't you know that Muhammad's offspring do not eat what is given in charity?"